Imagine this: you're holding a treasure, but instead of using it, you bury it, waiting for a perfect moment to unearth it. What if that moment never comes? My friend, time is your most precious gift, and every second carries the weight of untapped potential. The world is waiting for your unique contribution, but waiting won't bring results, action will. Today I challenge you to rise above hesitation and step boldly into your purpose. If this resonates with you, take a moment to like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more insights to empower your journey. Time is a resource that holds immense value, yet it often slips through our hands unnoticed. Think about this: every breath you take brings you closer to the end of your earthly journey. What are you doing with the time that remains? Many people live as though they have an infinite supply of it, postponing their dreams, their goals, and their responsibilities. They say, tomorrow I'll begin, but tomorrow is never guaranteed. The wise understand this truth: time is not just fleeting, it is also irreplaceable. Once it is gone, no power on earth can bring it back. The gift of time comes with a profound responsibility. Every moment we are given is a test, an opportunity to demonstrate our character, fulfill our purpose, and serve the greater good. Imagine a farmer who receives fertile land but delays planting his seeds. The seasons change, the rain falls, and the soil remains untouched. When harvest time comes, there is nothing to reap because the farmer wasted the precious opportunity to act. In the same way, our time is the fertile soil of our lives, and our actions are the seeds we plant. What we do today determines the harvest we will see tomorrow. The hesitation to act often stems from fear of failure, failure of judgment, or fear of the unknown. But fear is an illusion that grows stronger the longer you stand still. The only way to diminish its power is to take a step forward. Think of a dark room. It feels intimidating until you switch on a light. Action is the switch that illuminates your path. As you move forward, what once seemed insurmountable begins to shrink, and clarity emerges. Fear does not disappear entirely, but it loses its ability to control you when you choose to act despite its presence. Moreover, time is not just about the present, it is intricately connected to the future. Every action you take today creates ripples that will shape what lies ahead. You may not see the immediate effects of your efforts, but rest assured they are there. A single drop of water may seem insignificant, but over time those drops can carve through solid rock. In the same way, your consistent actions, no matter how small they seem, will lead to significant change and impact. This is why procrastination is so dangerous. It robs you of the chance to create a better future. Another challenge we face is the illusion of waiting for the perfect time. Many people say, I'll start when the conditions are right, or I'll act when I feel ready, but perfection is an illusion that keeps us trapped in inaction. The truth is, there is no perfect time to act, there is only now. The opportunities before you today may not come again. Waiting for ideal conditions is like standing at the shore, waiting for the waves to calm before stepping into the water. Life is in constant motion, and you must learn to navigate its currents as they are, not as you wish them to be. Time also comes with an accountability that many fail to consider. Every moment wasted is a trust squandered. Your time is not yours alone, it is a gift entrusted to you to fulfill a purpose. That purpose is not just about personal success, it is about contributing to the betterment of those around you. Think of the ways your actions or inaction impact your family, your community, and even generations to come. When you delay, you are not just holding yourself back, you are withholding the blessings and benefits that your efforts could bring to others. So what are you doing with your time? Are you using it to build, grow, and serve? Or are you allowing it to slip away in distractions and excuses? Every second is a chance to move closer to your goals, to develop your character, and to leave a meaningful legacy. The decision to act or not to act rests with you. Fear is one of the most powerful forces that can keep us from fulfilling our potential. It is like a heavy chain wrapped around your heart, whispering doubts and feeding hesitation. Fear tells you that you are not ready, not capable, and not enough. But here is the truth: fear is a liar. It thrives on inaction, growing stronger with every step you refuse to take. The longer you wait, the heavier that chain becomes, and the harder it is to break free. The question is, will you allow fear to dictate your life, or will you confront it and rise above it? When fear strikes, it often paints a distorted picture of reality. It exaggerates risks and minimizes your abilities. For instance, you may hesitate to start a new project because fear tells you, what if you fail? What will people say? These questions are paralyzing if you allow them to take root. But let's pause for a moment. What if you succeed? What if your efforts open doors you never imagined possible? Fear never asks these questions because its purpose is to keep you small, confined within the boundaries of your comfort zone. To overcome fear, you must shift your focus from what could go wrong to what could go right. The first step in overcoming fear is understanding that it is a natural emotion, not an enemy. Everyone experiences fear. It is part of being human. However, the difference between those who succeed and those who don't lies in how they respond to it. Successful people do not wait for fear to vanish before they act. They acknowledge it, but they refuse to let it control them. They understand that courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to act in spite of it. Each time you face your fears, you weaken their grip on your life. Imagine a child learning to ride a bicycle. The fear of falling is very real, and it keeps the child from letting go of the support. But the moment they take that first pedal forward, even if they wobble or fall, something changes. They realize that the fear was greater in their mind than in reality. This is true for most fears in life. When you finally take that first step, you often find that the things you were afraid of are not as daunting as they seemed. Action is the most effective antidote to fear. The more you act, the less power fear has over you. If you fear speaking in public, begin with small steps, speak to a small group, then gradually expand your audience. If you fear starting a new venture, take the first step by researching and planning. Fear thrives in inaction, but it begins to dissolve the moment you decide to move forward. Each action builds momentum, and with momentum comes confidence. What once seemed impossible now becomes achievable. It is also important to recognize the role of preparation in overcoming fear. Many fears arise from feeling unprepared or inadequate. While you cannot prepare for every possible scenario, taking the time to equip yourself with knowledge and skills can significantly reduce your anxiety. Preparation builds confidence because it gives you the tools to face challenges head-on. When you are prepared, fear no longer feels like an insurmountable wall. It becomes a hurdle you know you can overcome. Another powerful way to conquer fear is to surround yourself with people who inspire and encourage you. Fear often isolates, convincing you that you are alone in your struggles. But when you connect with others who have faced similar fears and triumphed, their stories ignite a sense of possibility within you. They remind you that fear is not a permanent state. It is a temporary obstacle that can be overcome with determination and faith in your abilities. Fear will always be a part of life, but it does not have to control your life. It is a signal, not a stop sign. It is a reminder that you are stepping into new territory, stretching beyond your comfort zone, and growing into the person you are meant to be. Each time you confront your fears, you grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Clarity is often seen as a prerequisite for action, but this is one of the greatest misconceptions holding people back. Many believe they must have a perfectly clear plan, a full understanding of the path ahead, or an ideal set of conditions before they can begin. They wait for the fog to lift, the doubts to fade, and the answers to appear. But the truth is, clarity rarely comes before action, it emerges. Consider the story of a sculptor working with a block of marble. At first, the block is rough and unformed, but the sculptor begins to chip away at it, guided by an inner vision. The process is messy, with fragments flying everywhere, but with each strike of the chisel, the image becomes clearer. Life works the same way. You may not see the full picture at the start, but as you act, the shape of your purpose begins to emerge. If the sculptor waited for the perfect block of marble or a flawless vision before starting, the masterpiece would never come to life. Action also builds confidence, and confidence breeds clarity. When you take steps, no matter how small, you begin to trust yourself and your ability to navigate uncertainty. Confidence is not something you wait for, it is something you develop through doing. Each completed task, each conquered challenge, strengthens your belief in your capacity to handle what comes next. Confidence clears the mental fog, allowing you to see opportunities and solutions you previously overlooked. It is important to remember that small steps are just as valuable as big leaps. People often underestimate the power of incremental progress, thinking they must achieve significant milestones immediately. But even the smallest actions create ripples that lead to greater clarity. Writing 1 page a day can result in a book. Saving a small amount consistently can lead to financial stability. The key is to keep moving, no matter how small the steps may seem. Another barrier to clarity is overthinking. Many people get stuck analyzing every possible outcome, trying to predict every twist and turn before they take the first step. This mental paralysis leads to stagnation. The truth is, no amount of planning can prepare you for every possibility. Life is dynamic, and the path will change as you move forward. Flexibility, adaptability, and a willingness to adjust are far more valuable than perfect plans. Clarity is not a destination, it is a process. It is something you cultivate through action, experience, and reflection. The more you engage with life, the clearer your vision becomes. By moving forward, you allow the fog to lift, the road to unfold, and the purpose to reveal itself. Comfort zones are one of the most subtle yet powerful traps that prevent people from reaching their true potential. They create a false sense of security, lulling you into believing that where you are is good enough, that growth can wait, and that risks are unnecessary. But the truth is, comfort zones are not places of safety, they are barriers to progress. They keep you stagnant when life is designed to be dynamic. Remaining in a comfort zone is like living in a house with locked doors and shuttered windows. You may feel secure, but you are also closed off from the opportunities waiting outside. Growth always requires discomfort. It demands that you step into the unknown, where there are no guarantees and where failure is a possibility. But it is precisely in that space of uncertainty that growth occurs. Think about a seed planted in the soil. For it to grow into a tree, it must first break through its shell. That process is not gentle, it requires force, energy, and persistence. Similarly, for you to reach your full potential, you must break through the shell of your comfort zone. It may feel uncomfortable at first, but it is necessary for transformation. One of the most deceptive aspects of comfort zones is that they feel like they are protecting you, but in reality, they are holding you back. When you choose comfort over challenge, you miss out on opportunities to develop your skills, expand your knowledge, and strengthen your character. Imagine an athlete who avoids training because it's hard or painful. That athlete may avoid temporary discomfort, but they will never achieve their full potential. The same principle applies to life. Avoiding challenges may spare you discomfort in the short term, but it will cost you the growth and fulfillment that come from striving for more. It is important to recognize that stepping out of your comfort zone does not mean abandoning caution or acting recklessly. It means intentionally seeking growth by embracing challenges that stretch your abilities. Every time you take on a new challenge, you expand your capacity to handle greater responsibilities and achieve bigger goals. The discomfort you feel is a sign that you are growing. It is like exercising a muscle. The strain is necessary to make it stronger. The more you push against your limits, the more those limits expand. Many people remain in their comfort zones because they fear failure. They think, what if I try and don't succeed? But failure is not the end, it is a stepping stone. Every successful person has failed at some point, not once but many times. Failure is a teacher that reveals your weaknesses, sharpens your focus, and strengthens your resolve. Each failure brings you closer to success because it forces you to adapt, improve, and try again. The greatest failure is not falling, it is refusing to get up and try again. Another reason people cling to their comfort zones is the fear of judgment. They worry about what others will think if they fail or make mistakes. But remember this, the opinions of others cannot define your worth or determine your destiny. Most of the time, people are too focused on their own lives to pay much attention to yours. Even when they do judge, their opinions hold no power unless you give them power. Your growth is not for them, it is for you and the purpose you are meant to fulfill. To escape your comfort zone, start by taking small, deliberate steps. Growth does not require you to make giant leaps all at once. Begin with actions that challenge you but are manageable. Over time, those small steps will add up and you will find yourself achieving things you once thought were impossible. Each step builds confidence, and with confidence comes the courage to take on greater challenges. Before you know it, the boundaries of your old comfort zone will seem distant and insignificant. It is also essential to surround yourself with people who challenge and inspire you. The company you keep has a significant influence on your mindset and actions. Seek out individuals who encourage you to step beyond your limits and who celebrate your efforts to grow, even when you stumble. Their support will give you the strength to keep pushing forward. Your comfort zone may feel safe, but it is not where you are meant to stay. Life is about growth, and growth requires change. It is about reaching for more, even when it feels uncomfortable, and trusting that the discomfort is part of the process. Each step you take beyond your comfort zone brings you closer to the person you are capable of becoming. Purpose is the compass that gives direction to your life, the anchor that keeps you steady amidst the storms of uncertainty. Without purpose, life can feel aimless, like a ship drifting without a destination. Many people wake up each day, go through the motions, and wonder why they feel unfulfilled. The answer lies in a missing sense of purpose. Purpose is not just about what you do, it is about why you do it. It is the driving force behind your actions, the reason you endure challenges, and the motivation that keeps you striving towards something greater than yourself. One of the most profound truths about purpose is that it already exists within you. It is not something you need to search for outside of yourself, nor is it something that someone else can define for you. Purpose is woven into the fabric of your being, waiting to be discovered and expressed. However, discovering your purpose requires introspection, self-awareness, and a willingness to confront the deeper questions of life. What are your unique gifts? What passions ignite your spirit? What impact do you want to leave on the world? The answers to these questions point you toward your purpose. Many people struggle to find their purpose because they confuse it with their profession or title. They believe that purpose is tied to their job, their status, or their achievements. While these things can reflect aspects of your purpose, they are not the essence of it. Purpose is far more profound than a job description or a role you play. It is about the contribution you make to the lives of others and the legacy you leave behind. Your purpose may manifest in your career, but it is not confined to it. It extends to your relationships, your community, and the influence you have on the world. Fear often prevents people from pursuing their purpose. They fear failure, rejection, or the uncertainty that comes with stepping into the unknown. But fear is a natural part of the journey. It signals that you are stepping beyond your comfort zone and moving towards something meaningful. Purpose and fear often coexist because purpose challenges you to grow, and growth is rarely comfortable. The key is not to eliminate fear, but to act in spite of it. Each step you take toward your purpose diminishes fear's power and strengthens your resolve. Another barrier to discovering purpose is comparison. Too often, people look at the lives of others and measure their own worth against them. They see someone else's accomplishments, talents, or opportunities and feel inadequate. But comparison is a thief that robs you of the joy and clarity needed to fulfill your purpose. Your purpose is unique to you, and it cannot be measured by someone else's journey. Instead of comparing, focus on cultivating your own path. The gifts and experiences you have are specifically designed for the purpose you are meant to fulfill. Purpose is not something you discover and then set aside. It is something you live every day. It is reflected in the choices you make, the values you uphold, and the actions you take. Living with purpose means aligning your daily life with your higher calling. It means being intentional about how you spend your time, energy, and resources. Every decision, no matter how small, contributes to the fulfillment of your purpose. Even in mundane tasks, there is an opportunity to express purpose when you approach them with the right mindset. Obstacles are inevitable on the path to purpose, but they are not meant to deter you. They are meant to refine you. Challenges test your commitment, build your resilience, and prepare you for the greater responsibilities that come with fulfilling your purpose. Think of them as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. Each challenge you overcome brings you closer to understanding the depth of your potential and the significance of your mission. Surrounding yourself with the right people is essential when pursuing your purpose. Seek out those who inspire, challenge, and support you. Purpose is not fulfilled in isolation. It is enriched by the connections you build with others. The people around you can either propel you toward your purpose or pull you away from it. Choose relationships that align with your values and encourage your growth. Finally, remember that purpose is not static. It evolves as you grow and learn. What feels like your purpose today may expand or take on new dimensions tomorrow. Stay open to the possibilities and remain committed to the journey. Living with purpose is not about reaching a final destination. It is about embracing the process of becoming who you were created to be. Each step you take in alignment with your purpose brings fulfillment, meaning, and a sense of peace that cannot be found anywhere else. Time is one of the most valuable resources you possess. Unlike wealth or material possessions, time cannot be earned, saved, or regained once it is lost. Every passing moment is an opportunity that will never come again, yet many people live as though they have an unlimited supply of time. They postpone dreams, delay decisions, and procrastinate on actions that could transform their lives. But time waits for no one. It is a gift meant to be used wisely, a currency that must be invested purposefully. Understanding the value of time is the first step toward living a life of meaning and fulfillment. Every day you are given the same 24 hours. No one receives more or less, yet how you use those hours determines the course of your life. Time is a great equalizer, a resource that does not discriminate between rich and poor, young and old, or privileged and underprivileged. The difference lies in how you choose to spend it. Some use their time to build, create, and grow, while others squander it on distractions, excuses, and inaction. The question is, how are you spending your time? Are you using it to move closer to your purpose, or are you letting it slip away? One of the greatest challenges in managing time is identifying priorities. It is easy to get caught up in the busyness of life, filling your days with tasks and activities that seem urgent but have little lasting value. To use your time effectively, you must distinguish between what is important and what is merely urgent. Important tasks align with your long-term goals and contribute to your growth, while urgent tasks often serve immediate needs but provide little benefit in the long run. Learning to prioritize the important over the urgent is key to mastering your time. Discipline is the cornerstone of effective time management. Without discipline, even the best intentions can fall apart. Discipline requires you to make intentional choices about how you spend your time, even when it is inconvenient or uncomfortable. It means saying no to distractions, resisting the temptation to procrastinate, and focusing on what truly matters. Discipline is not about being rigid or inflexible. It is about being consistent and intentional. Each day offers a fresh opportunity to practice discipline and build habits that maximize your productivity. Procrastination is one of the greatest thieves of time. It often disguises itself as harmless delay, whispering you can do it later, but later rarely comes, and the opportunities you postpone today may not be available tomorrow. Procrastination feeds on fear, doubt, and perfectionism, convincing you that you are not ready or that the timing is not right. The truth is, there is no perfect time to act. The right time is now. Taking small imperfect steps today is far more powerful than waiting for the ideal moment that may never arrive. Another aspect of valuing time is learning to let go of what no longer serves your purpose. This includes unproductive habits, toxic relationships, and commitments that drain your energy without providing meaningful results. Letting go is not always easy, but it is necessary to make room for what truly matters. Imagine carrying a heavy bag filled with unnecessary items. The weight slows you down and exhausts you. By releasing the things that no longer align with your goals, you free yourself to move forward with clarity and focus. Time also teaches the importance of being present. While it is essential to plan for the future and reflect on the past, true life happens in the present moment. Many people miss the beauty and opportunities of today because they are too busy worrying about tomorrow or regretting yesterday. Being present allows you to fully engage with your work, your relationships, and your experiences. It enables you to appreciate the journey rather than rushing toward the destination. Each moment is a gift, and living in the present ensures you do not take it for granted. One way to maximize your time is to set clear goals and break them into actionable steps. Goals give direction to your time, ensuring that your efforts are focused and purposeful. Without goals, it is easy to drift through life, reacting to circumstances rather than shaping them. Clear goals act as a roadmap, guiding your decisions and helping you measure progress. They provide a sense of purpose and motivation, reminding you why you are investing your time in certain activities. Surrounding yourself with the right people also plays a crucial role.